to the Digital Glue Podcast. These digital untangling episodes are brought to you by Crystal Kordalchuk, CEO and founder of Virtually Untangled. This podcast is for entrepreneurs who need untangling from the day-to-day tasks in their business. These virtual world untanglers never underestimate the power of a good idea. And if that sounds like a lofty goal, well, it is. A decade ago, Virtually Untangled was founded with the goal of creating meaningful digital experiences that connect with people. Crystal and her team of honorary untanglers are now providing business owners just like you the opportunity to own your story and share it with the world. So, every Tuesday morning, she'll be dropping a new episode that will help you think big and dream even bigger. Let's dive into today's episode.
The land of social media is a true phenomenon. It has drastically changed the ways in which our businesses and social worlds work forever. Now more than ever, we seek connection and success through these digital avenues. And as 2020 rolled on by, we found ourselves looking to social media and all of its many platforms more than ever for a chance to connect, build our businesses, and to even bridge the gaps in our go busy lifestyles. Even more so now that we're all hunkered down at home. And surprisingly, even with its impressive track record for effectiveness in the land of business, there are some who are still skeptical of social and even fearful of using these virtual tools. So let's take a look at where all this started and where we are now, as well as how we can help those who are skeptical see these platforms for the magic they can be. The first recognizable social media site came about in 1997 and was called 6 Degrees. It enabled users to upload a profile and make friends with other users. And then in 1999, the first set of blogging sites became popular, which started a trend and created a social media sensation that is still very much popular today. Now, with 570 million blogs on the web. After the invention of blogging, social media began to explode in popularity. MySpace and LinkedIn gained prominence in the early 2000s, while sites like Photobucket and Flickr facilitated online photo sharing. Then in 2005, YouTube hit the scene, creating an entirely new way for people to communicate and share with one another across great distances. Which then, in 2006, was followed by two of the most popular platforms, Facebook and Twitter. Rolling into more recent years, there are now over 1,500 websites for people to connect romantically, and I personally know many happy couples that have started out this way. And other sites like Tumblr, Spotify, Foursquare, and Pinterest became popping up to fill specific social networking niches. Now, Pinterest alone has over 300 million active users each month. Count me in on that number. As you already know, we are huge Pinterest lovers here at Virtually Untangled. This is why it's pretty surprising to me to see that not everyone is sold on the concept that social media is an essential part of any business's marketing plan. I mean, with its track record and effectiveness, the sheer ability to reach so many potential clients and connections, how can one resist? The benefits are endless, and people need to realize how much better it's going to make their virtual business life. So let's dive in and take a look at some of the benefits, because as we believe, if you aren't in the game, you can't win. As the ever-brilliant Oprah Winfrey says, social media has changed the way we see each other, literally, and enhanced the way we communicate with the world. Everybody gets a stage to proclaim, this is not just what I am doing, this is who I am and what I love. Sometimes as solopreneurs, we just want some guidance when it comes to the ever-changing ways of social, even the pros. Everything changes so quickly, and there are all these new rules and trends to follow, it can be exhausting some days. Well, today, I'm here to offer some insight by sharing with you my Virtually Untangled 10 commandments for the land of social. Keep in mind that participation in social is everything. Consistency, dedication to how each platform can work for you, a twist of AI, and of course, a strong game plan can absolutely take you where you want to go. Right off the bat, number 1, get connected with everyone, literally everywhere. One thing I notice is that a lot of entrepreneurs simply forget to do is to cross their social platforms. On your Facebook account, personal and business, add these links in attractive designs to your electronic email signature, your business cards, and your letterhead. Add them to the end card of your YouTube videos, because that's how you're going to make important connections everywhere and show to the world how invested you are in your business's virtual face. That's how you sell it. Some of my clients tend to favor some platforms over the rest, and that's totally okay. It's good to have many online spaces, but what it's not about is having a presence on as many as you can get your hands on. But if that's the route you plan to take anyway, get educated on the powers and pitfalls of each platform and use them wisely. Then make sure they fit your brand and stay consistent. Next up, number 2, be creatively creative 24/7. I feel this commandment goes hand in hand with the first one, as it's of equal importance to being connected. That's what your audience wants, to see transparency, authenticity, to see you being relatable and engaging, to seeing you having fun and not being all buttoned up and businessy. They want to see something out of the box. Even better yet, like there is no box. That's how they will connect to you, as a real human and not some AI bot. And truthfully, this is the real reason they will choose you over millions of other companies literally at their fingertips, because your virtual voice screams out to them, word for word, graphic for graphic, and line by line. Okay, number 3, upload all the things all the time. Upload photographs, upload videos, upload podcast episodes, upload everything you have at your fingertips, because your audience wants to see you and hear you. They want to put a gorgeous face to that business name. They want to know the person behind the real name. They want to know you. And truthfully, what's better than seeing a smiling face while learning more about what a business has to offer? It pulls you in and starts to create a trust and familiarity. It just takes dedication and time. And that familiarity can lead to a business friendship that could last for years. Commandment number 4, spread those wings. Let's get real for a moment. It's okay to get a bit crazy when it comes time to create yourself some online profiles. Or if you've been in the game for a while, add a new platform or two into the mix to create engagement with different types of audiences. So go ahead, create your profiles, and do it now before someone else takes them. Once they're gone, they are gone forever. And by gone, I mean you want that special page name, just like you did when you hunted and did all that dirty work for the perfect business name and website URL. A bit of advice: it's better to be amazing at 1 or 2 platforms than suck at 5 or 6. Now, number 5 is super important. Proofread everything before going live. It's one of the most common errors on social and in email if we're being honest about things. So please try not to rely on your spell checker too much. Your computer can do a lot to help you out, but if you use the tools at your disposal without thinking or double checking your work on your own, you could find yourself in big trouble with an error you may not be able to go back and fix. So proofread, proofread, proofread. Then read it again and again. And when it's finally time to put your words into that glowing white post box, read it once more just to be sure nothing was missed. And space out your paragraphs. White space is your friend. And whoever tells you differently, I'm sorry, they are wrong. And add some dang emojis already. The golden key commandment is number 6, your brand. The information you share with the world should reflect your brand. Therefore, you need to be consistent with not only your logo, style, color theme, typefaces, which are typically never more than 3 outside the family, and tone of voice, but your story too. So don't be afraid to get creative with your visuals and your writing to keep your audience engaged and coming back for more. Just make sure you're keeping things consistent throughout all means of communication and that you are reflecting who you are in the copy. That kind of consistency breeds trust, and it makes them believe you are capable. See how all this works together? Now, number 7, it is never about you. Truthfully, people don't care about your business. They care about their problems. So be the solution they're looking for. Lead with undeniable value that targets their specific needs. People will trust you once they know you can provide the solutions they are looking for, but also that you care about them. No matter what your services are, no matter what your program is, no matter how cheap your prices are, or even how skilled you are, if they can't see and feel that you care, they will not stick around. A great way to achieve this is to ask yourself every single time you're ready to click that post button, will this pass your audience's "what's in it for me" filter? What I'm getting at here is not just to use social media to promote yourself and all your business goodies. Give your audience what they really want: exclusive access to you, your deals and giveaways, contests, personalized quizzes, and content from other sources of relatable topics. Capture their attention by being what they need, and also try hanging out in some online spaces where they hang out. If you're present in the groups that they appear in and appear with solutions when they go looking for recommendations, you are way ahead of the game. And all of a sudden, the countless numbers of businesses out there competing for these clients have been slashed substantially. This next tip, number 8, is a no-brainer when you're trying to attract people to you and not chase them away. Be cool. Don't be a spammy spammer. It's gross. There's a very distinct line between thoughtful commentary, a quick personalized LinkedIn hello PM, helpful posts and links, and downright spam. And no, that's not the kind that comes in the can. There are some truly remarkable effective courses out there that can take you through the basics of how to engage on social platforms. It's all about how to set yourself up for success in specific digital spaces and not offend or spin your wheels when you click that post button. Some of these social spaces have been around for decades now, so there are a ton of experts out there who can give you the lowdown on all the do's and all of the good Lord do nots. But there are also a lot of claim to famers as well, so do your due diligence before you hand them your hard-earned cash. One of my absolute hugest pet peeves that weirdly comes with the territory on LinkedIn lately just so happens to be all those fun people that look like you could really connect with, have a lot in common with, or perhaps even collaborate ideas with. You know, those people you went to high school with and now they've popped out of the woodwork, then bam! Just like that, you're connected, and the very first thing they do is send you a PM pitch. Oh my God. It's seriously the worst, and to me, that's spam. They're not looking to make a solid connection. They're not looking to engage with me or even look at my profile so they can get to know me better. One guy even called me sir once, so clearly he didn't even take a glance. They're all just looking to make a quick buck and an instant win. A little hi, nice to meet you can go a long way. Okay, I cannot stress number 9 enough. Shout it from the rooftops, people. Never, ever estimate the power of integrity. This is absolutely important, not only personally, but professionally too. Relationship building and establishing trust and credibility are in every way, shape, and form essential if you want to be successful using social media. Honestly, if you want to be successful at all. And the only way you can establish yourself as a credible and trustworthy entrepreneur is to exemplify your values in your business voice. The way you market yourself, your brand, your products, programs, and services. In doing just that is what constitutes ethical marketing, and quite frankly, something that is often lacking in the virtual business space. It is a huge factor to why some folks are still wary of the online space, but it doesn't have to be this way. Your clients, your audience, and your business should mean everything to you. So remember, once the trust is broken, it's nearly impossible to earn back, especially with the world filled to the rim with other businesses ready to sweep in and grab that client. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Which brings me to my final commandment, the paramount of importance. Be true to yourself and your brand, always. It's the most important part of this puzzle. You are your brand. Think of things this way. You and maybe even your awesome virtual team, if you have one, have spent oodles of hours, day after day, crafting your brand's mission, vision, and values across every section of your website, your marketing materials, and even your physical advertising items if you go this route still. So now it's most definitely not the time to abandon the positive image you've worked so hard to cultivate. It's important not only to respect your audience's time and intelligence, but also to be consistent with your branding and messaging across all platforms. This way your audience knows both who you are as a human being and what your business stands for. Here at VU, we often encounter people on social media that do not behave the way we do, and sometimes they may try to take you down to that level. This is where you dig in your heels and say, "Not today." As entrepreneurs, this is what we set out to do in the first place. We dare to dream the dream. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into this plan. So honor it and honor yourself. The right clients will make their way to you eventually, and you will find them with hard work, dedication, and respect. There has never been a better time to be an entrepreneur. Social media has paved the way for each of us to reach potential clients we could only ever have dreamed of, now at the click of a button. The brand possibilities and marketing tools are like never before. The world is so open and the possibilities are endless. The bottom line here, social media isn't just for socializing anymore. It has become an extremely important and powerful business tool. And if used properly, consistently, thoughtfully, and wisely, there are more than enough benefits to utilizing this virtual way of life for your business. Enough to make it worthwhile and then some. So don't use social media to try to impress people. Use it to impact people.
And that's a wrap. Virtually Untangled is a full-service business, which means they've got you covered on design and content right through to digital and organization. You'll form a long-lasting relationship with them as collaboration is central to everything they do. Now it's time to seize the moment and become inbox friends. It's easy to do. Just hop on over to virtuallyuntangled.com or their Facebook page to opt in and receive instant access to the most inspirational ride of your life. So what are you waiting for? Become inbox friends with VU. Until the next episode, keep untangling.